Hey y'all. Look at me. I'm all and you set this up like I needed to. Oh, so I am doing the daily come up June 7th, 2021. Hope all is well with you all. Yeah, you need to come on. Let's get this energy out and see what's up here. See what the universe is talking about right now. June series is party. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're going to go party, hang out, or you're just thinking about what group to choose to be around, to hang around with, type of energy. um, I feel like a lot of you are doing things. You're going through some things that maybe aren't as nice. I feel like not not always as prevalent, as important as like some people may make things out to be more than what they really are. So we definitely got to take heed to that. um so I'm gonna go ahead and let's shuffle in and see what's what for June 7th, 2021. um Good morning to you all if you're watching it right now, and if you catch it later, good evening, however it goes for you. Just what's up with you. We're gonna go ahead and get into this energy here. I hope you all have been liking the past life readings. I hope they've been eye-opening for you, as far as with the what to look out for readings. Just want people to understand where they're really going, and and what's really around them, because a lot of you have people around you that have been sent to stop you, destroy you, and just to make your struggle even realer than what it seems sometimes. So with that, let's get some energy out for the 7th of June. The Ten of Pentacles has come out. The Six of Swords has come out. And the Strength card has come out. I feel like there's a lot of energy here of betrayal and deception. And I feel like, people may have test your strength, test your power, test your will. I feel like it could be why some of you left a situation. Could have left a job, could have left a family company. You have here the Five of Swords in reverse, clarifying the strength, along with the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. I feel like a lot of you may have avoided conflict, avoided problems, he say, she say crap. Just avoided a lot of things because of the deceptive energy that people have been coming with. You have the Moon here in reverse here. Things are coming out that were hidden, being clarified by the Eight of Swords in reverse, and with the Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like there's a lot of energy here that some people are possessing some negative energy that that has been kind of thrusted onto them, is what I'm hearing. The Page of Cups and the Nine of Swords is here. Some people act like they're regretful or they're remorseful. And then some people may be going through some issues, and it may bring them a reason to apologize. You have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. I think it may be an overall energy here where somebody may be doing some things, may have said some things that that just wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? Just wasn't cool, wasn't favorable. I feel like they may have said some things to try to keep you down. A lot of you may be dealing with fatigue at this time, like energy. I'm hearing energy harvesting, but I'm hearing your energy is very low. Your vitality is low. It's getting hard for a lot of you to get out of the bed, to move around like you need to, but that's because of the things that have been going on energetically, okay? But I just want you all to stay encouraged and know that things will work out. Don't try to get into the energy of trying to get people back. You know what I'm saying? Just definitely pray against the things that are going on, but not so much the people themselves, because a lot of them are being used by entities they know about or even don't know about. It's not the person itself, it's, the entity that's using them. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck now is the fledgling one. A lot of you are letting go of some things and situations that just haven't panned out for you. Just moving forward into an energy of discontentment. I feel like a lot of you are just moving forward and not letting things just bother you. You have obedience here, clarifying the Six of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you have just moved on regardless of what was left on the table. Like, you know what, I got this. I don't have to be here anymore. They're not going to use me anymore. That type of energy. I feel like there's an energy of self-respect here that's on the table. You have here also 33, loyalty. I feel like there's an energy here of being loyal to yourself, being loyal to your situations. Also realizing that you deserve more. Because with the moon here in reverse, that's what this clarifying. There's some things that have come out about bondages and the illusions. See, once the energy had come out, things got overturned. A lot of you are realizing that you were in a bondage, and some of these situations weren't as real as they perceived to be, or somebody was steady painting you a picture, but the things never panned out. So that's just like some of you maybe doing music or being an actor, an actress, or even playing sports. Some of you, your contract probably wasn't even completely put together, and you was already doing the thing. And then it was like, okay, once you had something to say, they told you your contract was void. That's what I feel like. A lot of people wanted the loyalty, but they didn't give out what they said they were going to do. Whatever they promised you, they didn't give you. So some of you realized your contract wasn't even real. You went to this party, you dealt with them. And I'm calling the party almost like, a group, a community. I feel like a lot of you went in and they didn't even adhere to what it is that they said they were going to give you. Or a lot of you are realizing that what you signed up for, which I feel like this is the basis of this whole month. A lot of you signed up with some people who basically just did not bring forth what they said they were going to bring forth, did not hold true to their end of the deal. I feel like a lot of you are dealing with bargaining tools and techniques to move forward, but I also feel like there's a level of deception here on perception, on moving forward, on the disguise is what I'm hearing. The disguise has basically come off, that they won't be able to hold you back anymore. It won't be able to be an issue of deception or defeat, I feel like there may be a little arrogance on the table as well, where somebody feel like, I don't have to do that. I don't care what the contracts say. Or, or some people may have gotten comfortable in mistreating people and misusing people, and then here you come along. And it's kind of like, okay, where do I go from here? You have hope here, 27 breaking down to a 9. Okay, and this is clarifying the strength here. I feel like a lot of you, your strength is going to come from keeping hope alive, keeping your faith alive. Just because what you see may not be working out does not mean it's not true. It's not, you're not gifted, you're not talented. A lot of people will take advantage of you to take you out the game. To where, like, if you can't do business with them, you can't do business with anybody, or to tarnish your name. But some people come in with this type of hurt and pain intentionally, like they already are set up for the hurt and pain to give you, and a lot of these people, like I said, they're comfortable. They've been doing this, what I'm saying? You have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords in reverse, clarifying the strength. See, a lot of you are realizing, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight to keep a connection that's not happy. Like a lot of you may be signing up for, you may have already signed up. Like I said, some of you, your contracts were half fulfilled. For some of you, your contracts were null and void. And you're not going to fight for something that's not even giving you what it is that you're looking for. You're not even going to fight for it. I feel like some of you, they need you to work with them, but what they're offering is not up to par. You're looking around, and then some of you they're trying to convince you to do certain things. And it's kind of like, it's not it. You know what I'm saying? You all haven't given me what I needed out the deal. You all haven't given me my just due. I feel like there's a level of competency here, like being competent about your actions, your dealings, and not so much giving into what people say and what people do. I feel like there's a level of just kind of being aware of what is around you, what's going on, what people are really saying. I feel like not so much arguing and ready to fight, but just paying attention without saying a word. I feel like when the Five of Swords is in reverse, the Five of Wands is in reverse, just not saying anything. Not saying anything in regards to what's going on. And I feel like there's a level of wow here, or kind of like, man, I don't know where to go from here, or maybe I should have said this, or maybe I should have said that. I just feel like there's an energy here of deception on the energy that's really going on. Like you really aren't happy with the things that are going on, and there's a level of deception here. You have 22 breaking down to a 4, letting go. Some of you walking off. People want to give an apology after the fact with the Page of Cups and the Nine of Swords here. People want to give an apology or an attempt to give an apology because they realize that they may have messed up, or they couldn't put you in that bondage that they thought. Now, like I say, I feel like this person is well seasoned in what they're doing with the level of deception with the King of Wands here. I feel like they're well seasoned in the deceptive energy. They've been doing this. They're not new to this. It's just like I said, the victims are new. The victims are people who basically you've been going through and things of that nature, but you're new to the deceptive energy of this kind. Like I say, a lot of people are thinking that what they're saying and what they pumped up was to be true and had, but the truth about it was they were all dreams and just just illicit things going on that actually pretended to yield fruit, but it really didn't. And then some of you are wondering why the other people that's involved with them aren't complaining. That's because they are jumping through the hoops and they don't want any trouble. I'm hearing they don't want any smoke. So that's kind of like what's going on. A lot of people are just dealing with things because of what they already have on them. A lot of people aren't happy. And then some of the people that you go to talk to, they don't even want to talk to you because what? If they tell you something, you may go back and tell it, and then they'll be in trouble. That's what I'm feeling. The Grim Reaper keeps coming out the deck, and I keep putting it back in. So it's kind of like something's dead and it won't be resurrected. But I feel like some people are going to be in regret, like maybe I just should have rolled with it. You got girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. And this is at the bottom right now. Some of you may be talking about some things, what you should or shouldn't have done. Somebody may be saying that, I just should have went with it so I could have my career. But I feel like a lot of you are really standing your ground on what it is and moving forward. And not so much giving in to the enemy in truth, in a truth of being truthful to yourself. You have separation now at the bottom. It says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. And that's the thing. A lot of times when these things come about, you think about, okay, especially if you signed a contract, this thing may be over, but you're wondering how much of it is over. The truth of it is it over? And I feel like a lot of you may be looking at some things as far as this group being a part of it. You know, some of you may have done a lot with this group. Some of you may have been in this group for years, and then you're finding out the truth of some things that then went on, and you basically was a part of it. You know, some things may have went on and you didn't know to what extent. I feel like that may have come out too, because that's photograph here with loyalty and the moon in reverse. It says looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Some of you may be mourning the loss of someone. You may be looking at the photos of someone that may have passed on, you know, that was a part of this group as well. Or you may be just looking at things in a different point of view. You may be looking at photos. You may be looking at just different time frames at things that went on in this connection. Like I said, with this group, there are more things going on than what meets the eye. See, obedience is being clarified by two. It has the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Now, I feel like there's an energy here that a lot of you are looking at what's really going on and what seduced you into this energy. Because I feel like there's somebody that actually found out about the foul play. And the other one here is stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Some of this energy is just like really a shock. I can't believe you did this, or I wouldn't have never thought you would have done this. And I feel like it's more so what's going on here, what's at play is the truth of the matter. You know, how much of this is true, how much of this is actually going to take effect now. You know, I feel like a lot of you are, you know, looking at the energy that was put together, and I'm hearing wishy-washy. You realize somebody really wasn't who they said they was. At the same time, their energy was back and forth. It was wishy-washy. And I feel like it was more going on than what meets the eye. But I feel like overall, the Hermit was just sitting out here on its own. I feel like overall here, there's an energy of information, of knowledge, of growth. I feel like a lot of you may have joined something when you were younger, and then you're realizing that it just wasn't what it seemed to be. It wasn't truthful. Or it's just like a child, being a child, and then you get grown, and then you realize the things that were going on in your family or just in your life at that time. Because usually it's family that you deal with as a child. But you realizing that a lot of stuff just wasn't right, even though everybody appeared to be having a good time. You know, and I feel like this is what's coming out for a lot of you. Just the knowledge is coming out. And really just you coming out into an energy of knowing, as opposed to what they're pushing onto you, like with the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse, coming out of a knowledge of what they put into you of a false truth. You know, finding out some of your uncles really aren't uncles. They just was, you know, the side piece to what whoever was dealing with them, and they end up being called uncle by the kids. And same thing with an aunt. You know, you're just finding out the truth about a lot of situations, and it's kind of like, dang, I was believing this all the time. This ain't even real, or this is crazy. You know, I feel like a lot of you have had to pick up the strength in a situation, and that's where the hope came from. Now, for some of you, you may have realized that some things that went on was intentional deception from a group of people that you trusted. I feel like this season, a lot of people are finding out about the people that they really been hanging with, the people that they really been claiming. You know, you have paradise here, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. I feel like there's a level here of understanding where you need to go in a situation so it won't just kind of drain you. And I feel like a lot of you have found out. And it's like these situations aren't worth talking about. With the Five of Swords in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse, I'm not going to fuss and fight with you. I'm observing. That's that observing energy. I'm not fussing with you. I have nothing against you. Because I feel like at this point, some of you were deceived to be deceiving me. And I feel like a lot of you have realized that, but also realized the type of bondage. You know, some people have been oppressed for so long, they've been abused for so long, to where that's all they know. And it's like, okay, anything other than that, it doesn't feel good. You know, it doesn't feel good if it's not a bondage. I mean, what are you tripping on? This has to be a bondage. They may not say that outright, but that's their behavior. You know, it has to be this way, because if we're not this way, then we're not who we say we are. I feel like a lot of you are just kind of playing things back, and it's kind of like, man, I didn't know that I was so caught up in some energy of yesterday, or deception or perversion. You know, a lot of you been entertaining things, and the truth of the matter is you were just kind of ritualed in. It was a ritual that the family did, you know, and you just kind of went with it because of your age, because of being naive, or this is what you believe to be true. And I feel like a lot of you are coming out with this energy, this knowledge, this letting go. 22 breaking down to a 4 has engagement ring. It says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Like I said, I feel like a lot of you, this knowledge that you have, I feel like this tradition of knowledge is changing. And I feel like it's changing for the better, but I feel like this doesn't feel good. I feel like this is an energy of, this may even kind of knock some of you into depression if you don't watch it. Because this energy is the knowledge, the info is so heavy, it could have you retreat all the way back to just, I'm not dealing with nobody. You may even get a little bitter if you don't watch it. You have to watch your growth and your healing. The info that the universe allows us to get to grow is not designed to take us out. And some of you, if you put too much emphasis on how the deception came in, some of you may take yourself out. Do not focus on the deception. Do not focus on the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You know, focus on the truth of the matter, because a lot of you are getting this info so that you can move on, so that you won't stay in deceptive energy that has been plaguing you your whole life. You know, like some of you, things have been brought back up to your memory as far as some dreams, or just some past things that didn't make sense at the time, or it made sense at the time, but now it's been exposed to what you were really looking at. And it's like, oh, wow, I can't believe that they all was really doing this and doing that. You know, you may be looking at, you thought they were just having a party or just having a good time, and they could have been, you may find out that they're in there sacrificing. They're in there praying to a idol god or another god that they don't even speak of around people, but this is what they were doing. And then some of you may have been outcast as a child. Like they knew that you were going to be different, so they are they natural, or what is what natural? Some people will they know that you are different because they can tell that something's different about you. So like, you know how sometimes other people are in an energy of everybody's invited. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but anyway, I feel like there's an energy here that you need to understand, that a lot of people were outcast, or you can see that they're different. And a lot of people probably saw that you were different, so they kind of mistreated you a little bit, or left you out to the side because of what's going on, what's to come. And a lot of people couldn't pinpoint it. Now, some of you had people come in and point you out as a child and say, this person here, this child here is going to bring destruction to the group, to what we have going on. They're going to expose us, you know. And then a lot of children are taken out that way. We hear about different things. A lot of children are taken out that way. And then we're also hearing about things that go on, and some of you couldn't be taken out. Some people make it, some people don't. But it's almost at the same time, we have to understand there's a wisdom in dark and there's a wisdom in light. And like I say, you can look at people and see their aura, see different things about them, And you don't see everything, because one thing, even doing tarot readings, some people get mad because you didn't see something. The universe don't show you everything, because it's not our business to see everything about everybody. That's stupid to think that somebody's going to see everything about you. And when honestly the telltale signs about you come up, but everything won't even be discussed either. Just because I get energy on you does not mean I'm going to tell you about yourself, because you're not worth that energy. They're telling me, okay, they may tell me, don't worry about them, watch yourself with them, do what it takes and keep moving. They'll tell you that because what? They just guiding you off of the distractions, off of things that just at the end of the day don't make sense. That's not worth it. You also have the energy of fulfillment, fulfilling destiny, fulfilling purpose. There may be some people that's against you, but they may be set up to be against you in the natural eye. But then when but honestly, they've been sent here to protect you from this group. They're a part of the group, but they're making sure the group don't take you out. They're the earth angel here for you, even though they're on the team of the people against you. A lot of you are figuring that out too. Like, okay, well, such and such was always being mean to me, and then you find out later. See, you're not going to get everything about everybody. Then you find out later that this person could be after they pass away. You may find out that they really had my back, or they were purpose to be against me to the naked eye, but really they made sure that I got safe passage. You have to really understand how we infiltrate too. The enemy infiltrates, we infiltrate too. And I'm saying the enemy, everybody's on a certain side. It's not a game of I'm only dealing with light workers. You may think you're only dealing with light workers. There's always going to be an imposter. There's always going to be a fake. There's always going to be a fake. I don't care what side you're on. If you whatever you believe in, one of the biggest parables out there is Jesus and Judas, right? That was the imposter. That was the person that was set up. It's always going to be a fake. It's going to always be somebody that's against you. And a lot of us, we get these eye openers, and that's why I say I feel like this info, if you don't watch it, it'll take you out. If you don't watch it, this info will have you outcast yourself, and then you won't be any good to anyone, not even yourself. You'll be ready to take yourself out. And it's not that. We have to keep moving. We have to keep striving, in spite of who's for us or against us. Because you really, like I said, everybody's position is not revealed. Because what? It'd be total chaos if you honestly knew everybody's position. And everybody in the group isn't against you or for you. A lot of them, they have their own people in the same group against them. See, everybody got a role to play, and every role does not always pertain to you. You can't think that, somebody had a smart remark to me, they don't like me personally. No, they may not like somebody else, and they may just be, playing it off as they probably just using you as a pawn just to kind of, shift the energy or shift the attention. See, a lot of times people don't want to show where their real hatred is, where their real energy lies at, and they'll act like they don't like you. They act like they can't stand you. But really, it could be directed towards somebody else. But it also could be a part of your protection. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making sure I walk over here and act like I'm going to get into it with you to make sure they go stand somewhere else, or make sure their plan won't work. And I feel like, things have to go into another level without actually being deceptive. That's just like a person, whoever this is in the chat. I'm not gonna waste my time with you right now, but if I'm giving a message and you steady coming with foolishness, then that means you're my enemy. The enemy's using you. And I'm glad, because I'm going to use you as an example while you're here. So I just speak that my enemies dissipate. and they go find something to do to actually take their focus off of me. Selah. See, I don't have to worry about you, because at this point you realize that, hey, you want to be a part of my energy. You want to be a part of something, and there's no way we're on the same vibrational level, because you would not interrupt me or try to interrupt me with foolishness. That's how I know you're not. There's no vibration right now that I would deal with you ever. Period. But I just then you have self-indulgence here. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciate. That has a lot to do with understanding who you are. When you start understanding who you are, then you know the truth about what's really going on around you, the truth about who it really is and how you really get there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's an energy that we have to understand. This is self-indulgence. We have to really get into who we are. You have to get self-absorbed sometimes, so that when people come at you, you'll know that this is not a source that I want to be a part of. You know, that's just like, you know, the innocence of a child. You know what I'm saying? They don't know when they're interrupting sometimes, and then you just have to teach them, when I'm talking, you know, give me a minute, and then you come in, that type of energy. But when you have a full-grown adult that constantly tries to interrupt you, and they're bringing in a negative vibration, what does that mean? That means they want to make sure whatever you're saying don't get out. You know, that means that person is acting as your enemy at that time. You know, and then we have to be able to call a spade a spade. You know, why would you even be on here with that? Then that means the enemy uses that person. So it's like, you know, that the enemy uses this person, and they probably in their day-to-day life, like he's still here thinking that it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And thinking that it's this or that. But why would I even want to be bothered with you? You know? But that's just that attention that you're not there like you need to be mentally, you know. Or you probably are karmic and you know your days are up and that type of energy. But even still, I just want y'all to stay encouraged. Creator, I come to you. I thank you for everything that you're working out on our behalf. I thank you for the collective's energy as far as moving forward in spite of what they may see, do, or think. I speak that they continue to move forward in areas that are known and unknown, that they take the risk and the chances of growth, that they continue to move and step in the way that purpose would have them to do. I speak that they work the wheel for their life, regardless of what they see and what they hear, and that they not get caught up with the drama and the distractions, that they continue to live, and that the things that are trying to take them out or kill them are definitely taken out of their life, and that they see with clarity that they mean them no good. Selah. Y'all have a good one, and y'all stay encouraged, and just know that things will work out, you know. And, you know, the purpose of a lot of things is just, you know, for the growth. Know that things are for the growth and the movement, you know, and not give up on yourselves, okay? Y'all have a good one. This your girl, NeenaRose.